In today's episode, let's check out Swaha's Sandalwood and White Musk incenses. Namaste everyone and welcome to Om Incense Show with DJ, a show that helps you increase your incense quotient. So if you are an incense enthusiast, consider subscribing. And we have Shivosmi here with us today again. Hi! So what I have with me here is Swaha's Sandalwood, and it says Swaha. You know, in English when they write it's S-W-A-H-A, so you could pronounce it as Swaha, you could pronounce it as Swaha, but in half a saw, w and dot, visarg, so that is Swaha. So Swaha, and it's a registered name, and it says sandalwood and 35 to 40 incense sticks, 45 minutes burning time, and it's manufactured in Bangalore. The email is there, a barcode is there, and the price is $199. However, I bought a pack of two, so I bought sandalwood and white musk, and I got both of these for $350, or I think $375, something like that. So that's how the price is. And if you can see, the packaging is quite simple. It's it's a simple plastic pouch. It's not a plastic pouch. I mean, it's a plastic box kind of stuff, and a very simple logo is here, so you could see that. Inside we have a clear plastic pouch with just the incenses in it, so there's nothing written as such anywhere. There's no branding anywhere as such. That's it. That's all we have, and it's the same in both the packages. So if you see like that, it's the same in both the packets. Here it says white musk. It's same 35 to 40 incense sticks, 45 minutes burning time, and the price is $199. We also have an incense holder in both of these packs, which is like this, and it's the same incense holder in both the packs. It comes. The sandalwood incense is very much like the Parimal Mandir Shuddh Chandan, the sacred series Shuddh Chandan Agarbatti. So I remember I lit up this incense and I was instantly reminded of that incense, and I really like that incense. So I was really reminded of that incense, and even the retention of it is same. The diffusion is the same, the siyaz is the same, the retention is the same. It's almost like Shuddh Parimal, the Parimal sacred series Shuddh Chandan Agarbatti. I wonder how they could do that. The fragrance is exactly like that, so I really wonder how they did that. And this is it's a normal average sized agarbatti. If you see that, the bamboo core is nice and thick and sturdy, and that's how it is. The top note is sandalwoody, but there is something else that you can smell on top. The sandalwood is at the base and it's not very pronounced, so that's there. It has some sort of masala on this, but it doesn't seem like a typical masala incense. So that's how this is. So that's what we have. So now let's light up the incense and check out the fragrance of it. So let's do that. It's letting out a lot of black smoke. See, the moment it comes to life, it will remind you of that Parimal Mandir incense. But strangely enough, I don't know why, I don't know how old this brand is, but I suppose it's new because I've never seen it earlier. I've never heard of it earlier, so I might be wrong. But somehow what happens is these new brands, they come up and they will charge through the roof, and I don't know, I was just reminded of that Shuddh Parimal incense. I seriously don't know what to say about this, because I was reminded sincerely of that Shuddh Parimal, Shuddh Chandan incense of Parimal Mandir. The fragrance is exactly like that. You have a nice sandal at the base, like that sandalwood incense, and the retention, like I told you, and the diffusion is the same. So this is for 199 and Shuddha Parimal incense is for 150 and I'd got it for 125. This I think I'd got for 175. So I don't know why do new brands charge like that, you know. Established brands, you know, they put in so much of time and effort into creating an incense, creating a fragrance, and then some new brand come up from somewhere and they copy the incense and they charge through the roof. So I really don't know what to say about this. But oh yeah, before we go ahead, this episode was requested by Bal Gangadhar ji. He bought these incenses, he really liked them and he wanted me to review these, so I've got these here. And so the only thing I can say about the fragrance is, except for the top note which is different, the diffusion and is in the fragrance that you get once the incense comes to life, and the retention, that is, you know, once the incense has been through, the kind of fragrance that you get, you know, in your space is exactly like Parimal Mandir Shuddha Chandan Agarbatti. So you might just want to buy both of these and compare for yourself and see what you like. That is for, you know, Parimal Mandir is for 125 and this is for 199 or 175, something like that, because the price is 199, but on Amazon I got a deal of both of these incenses, White Musk and Sandalwood, for 350 or 375, something like that. So that's Sandalwood from Swaha or Swaha. So that's there. Now we have another incense which is White Musk. Like I told you, there is a little masala on top. No, actually for this one, on the White Musk, there is no masala on top and it's like just the simple brown colored incense, and nice, smooth, rounded and sturdy bamboo core. That's what we have. There's no masala on this. So White Musk, for those of you who are not aware, is synthetic musk. So White Musk is created in lab, and somehow I feel sometimes, you know, it's okay to use synthetic stuff, and because there's so much pressure on the natural stuff and it's so, you know, beyond reaches for so many of us, it's not affordable. So it's better that sometimes we go for these synthetic stuff. Somehow I am not very fond of the synthetic musk fragrance, or for that matter musk fragrance as such. So that I can get two fragrances from the, you know, the top note of it. One that is something which I'm finding very offensive, and one is the musk fragrance which I am not very fond of. I find it very strong. It's like oud. I find it's very strong and masculine, and I don't know, I'm just not liking the energy of it. But you know, not to say that, because Bal Gangadhar ji really liked it and that's the reason he recommended. And I'm sure, if you know, like I told you, like I always tell you, that fragrance is a very subjective stuff. So what may be offensive to me might be your favorite, you know. So just don't take my word for it. If you want to check out this fragrance, you might just go ahead and check this out. I'm just saying that, you know, White Musk is a very strong fragrance in this, and if you like strong fragrances, if you like nice masculine strong fragrance, you would like this. I am not really very fond of very strong fragrances, and I am not very fond of synthetic fragrance, unnatural fragrances. I am more of when it comes to incenses, I am more of Sandalwood, Guggal, Loban, the traditional Sandalwood, the traditional incense fragrances. That's what I like. So I really didn't like this one, and the diffusion and the retention is the same like in the Sandalwood one. It's nice, you know, it spreads to a large area, and the trail of it, the fragrance trail of it is nice and long. It stays there for long, so you can get the fragrance for long even once the incense has been through. So if you like that kind of fragrance, you would like this. And it has that nice musky fragrance, so if you like musk, you would really like this, because it's like that mukhalla thing which I do not want to light this up, because this fragrance really gets on my nerves. It's very strong. So but if you like I said, if you like strong fragrances, you would like this. So that's there. So if I have to give star rating to these, I would like to give a 3 to both of these. I would like to give a star rating of 3 to the Sandalwood incense and a star rating of 2 to the musk incense. I do not like strong fragrances, so that's the reason I'm giving it 2. But if you like it, you might just want to give it a 4 or a 5. So that's what to say. And this kind of fragrance stays for long, so if you're not fond of musk and if you don't like strong fragrances, you might just want to stay away from this. So that's white musk from Swaha. So that's the 2 incenses that we had today. And Friday I'll be doing an episode on my favorite incenses. So there'll be 7 kinds of incenses and the 7 different brands and incenses that I have that I'm going to discuss with you that I like the most. So that's what we'll have on Friday. Now last Tuesday the quiz that I'd asked is, what is Agnihotra Homam? So B had replied to it, and Vidyatamji had also replied to it, and Sushmita ji had also replied to it. So Agnihotra Homam is a practice, it's a havan, it's a kind of havan which is practiced exactly at the sunrise and the sunset. So sunrise time, like nowadays we of course have time charts and stuff, but earlier days when people did not have that, they used to take cues from nature. So the sunrise time would be exactly the time when the first bird chirped. So that was the time when the first ahuti had to go into the fire. So that is Agnihotra Homam. And the importance of it is that Agnihotra Homam is supposed to heal not just you and your being, as in your aura and your entire chakra system and everything, but it also heals the place where it is done. It's beneficial for the planet, the trees, the birds. Every being that comes into contact with that energy is healed. So that's how important it is. And why I'm discussing it here is because in the rural areas there's something called Agnihotra Dhoop, which is quite famous and which is used as it's used as a therapeutics for healing the energy of a place in the form of dhoop. So people mix rice, jaggery and ghee together, and they pound it lightly and they make it into a dhoop, and that they apply on the hot cow dung cakes. So, and it is specifically done only on the cow dung cakes, because the energy of burning the cow dung cake in a house is different than any other thing. So it has that very nice holy therapeutic vibe to it. It has that energy, that healing energy to it, and that's the reason exactly why that the cow dung upla is used. So that is the one thing which is specific about it. So you have to have jaggery, rice, ghee and cow dung cakes. These are the 4 things. So that is Agnihotra Homam. And the quiz for today is, what is the Latin name of musk deer and where do we find it? So I hope you enjoyed today's episode and learned something from it. If you liked it, give it a like, and if you think somebody can learn something from it, share it with them. And that's all for the episode today. Till we meet again next, take very good care of yourself. Namaste.